Hey you all, welcome to Confessions of a Seven-Figure Entrepreneur. I did not do this last night because I had spent the day at a spa and I didn't feel like it. But I'm here now and I'm really excited to talk with you all about how sometimes you need to hire in your business in order to get unstuck. So it's an interesting pattern that I've seen with entrepreneurs, including with myself. So let me start with me because I have just been in the throes of hiring a bunch of folks for my business. And I did that because if you've been following me for the past couple of weeks, I've been talking a lot about energy and how to get into a new energy in order to grow your business. So you may have heard me talk about really getting in touch with the energy of your desire, like freedom or abundance or empowerment or what have you, and then taking actions from that aligned energy in order to grow your business. Welcome everybody who just joined. And it's so curious because as I've been taking on this practice myself for the past couple of months, looking at the energy of my desire, which is that of freedom, what it's caused me to do is to radically look at everything that I'm doing in my life and my business that does not resonate to freedom. So for me, the opposite of freedom is obligation. And so I started looking at all of the things that I am doing in my business and in my life that are resonating to obligation and what to do about them. And I had this kind of come to Jesus moment with myself where I realized that I actually need to hire a handful of new people. Not just one, but a handful of new people in order to support my feeling of freedom. And it terrified me. It brought me to my knees, realizing that my path to freedom is actually increasing the bottom line operating expenses of my business, spending more money in order to make more money. And I've heard a lot of entrepreneurs talk about how to spend more money in order to make more money. And honestly, I always thought, are you kidding me? I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound fun to me. I'm not interested in spending X thousands of more dollars per month. But as I tuned into what I really need for myself and started to imagine other folks taking on some of the things that really have felt like a weight on me, it started to feel really good. So I had to work through my own blocks around receiving additional support, especially receiving more support in my home. So for example, Lauren's saying this is exactly where I'm at. Just had this in her update to her coach. Awesome. Yeah, it's this interesting line. So I decided to release the housekeeper who's been at my house once a month because I don't like the energy of that company and hire someone else. And I spoke with her today and she's available at exactly the time that I want her to be here. She's available to be here twice a month for the same rate that I was paying this other company once a month. So that feels good to me. And then I also decided to hire a personal assistant. And y'all, I cannot tell you what I had to work through energetically in order to hire a personal assistant. So this isn't someone just for my business. So she's going to help with local events, the retreats and VIP days that I do here in Asheville, but she's also going to help me personally, like with grocery shopping and preparing meals and running errands and all of this stuff that takes a lot of my time, but does not increase my bottom line. So there's a lot of stuff that I had to work through around having someone in my home more frequently, really helping me with stuff that I should be able to do for myself. But honestly, it just feels like a drain. And what's interesting is I made a decision to hire her. We had a conversation on Friday. I said yes to working with her, and literally an hour later, I got a new sale completely unsolicited in my business. Didn't even have a conversation with this person. And that sale covers the first 2 months of my personal assistant working with me. So I just found that interesting. And I'm noticing that pattern, that once we get in touch with what we really want, once we get in touch with tapping into that deeper energy of freedom or abundance or empowerment or whatever it is that we desire, and then we start looking at what we have. Lauren's saying yes, yes, yes. Thanks. I'm glad this is resonating, because this is so off the cuff, you all. This is just occurring to me in the past couple days, and I wanted to talk with you about it immediately. Once we give ourselves permission to have what we really want, and we're willing to take the risk of hiring someone else or putting ourselves out there in a new way, or onboarding more support. For example, right now, in addition to bringing on a personal assistant, I'm bringing someone on to assist me with sales, which again, it's a big stretch for me because I love doing sales in my business. It's a highlight of my day to be able to have a sales conversation. But with the exponential growth of my company, I'm not able to manage all the sales on my own at this time. So I made this decision to bring someone on to support me with sales. We're also hiring a new bookkeeper. The one that we have is not working with me in a way that feels beautiful and supportive to me. So we're in the midst of looking for someone else to hire. And it's really that trusting yourself to make the hires, even if you don't know exactly how that's going to work logistically, or in terms of your time and attention, or in terms of money. If you don't have the money in your business in this exact moment to hire someone, I encourage you to start taking the first couple steps towards making that hire, writing the job description, starting to talk with people you know about who might be a good fit, engaging externally, taking some action, and then seeing what's possible from that action that you take. And then being willing, the final piece, the big piece for me, being willing to receive that additional level of support. I have multiple team members in my business and my life who are all supporting me in different ways. I have to be willing to receive all those different types of support, and I have to be willing to be the strategist in my business, to not simply outsource and say, you handle it, I don't want to hear about it, but really empower my team members, help them do their genius exceptionally well. Because if they're in their genius, if they feel fully supported, then the business is going to blossom and they're going to stick around for a long time. Lauren's saying, this is literally so powerful. I had to make the leap to go all in, have the trust that the revenue will be there, and already notice the difference in my energy in my business. Right. Yeah, because then when you feel more supported, that actually helps raise your vibration, and that has an impact on your marketing, on your sales, on the work that you're able to do serving your clients and customers. Yeah, it's amazing. So if you are on the fence about whether or not to hire someone, I encourage you to really tap into the energy that you want to be embodying as you up level in your business, and really tune in to the energy that ideal person will be carrying, because they're also going to have an energetic signature on your business. They're going to make a difference, especially if they're interacting with your clients and your customers in any way. All right, hope this has been helpful. It's been good to be with you all. Many blessings. Bye for now.